I realized the first two remake versus originals I'm doing this month are not actually really like remakes. The Town That Dreaded Sundown, I think I mentioned in the video. I think I did. If not, I definitely realized it as I was reviewing it, that it's not technically a remake. It's more of a sequel. I felt like it had some kind of remake type qualities in that particular one, as some of the deaths were recreated. This one really isn't a remake either. This one's more of a prequel. But I'm just going to, they'll just kind of generally fall under the category of remake versus original. Like, we'll just take that term remake very lightly. Hey there, creepy peeps, and welcome to another movie review. So today I'm going to be talking about The Thing. The Thing, the 1982 John Carpenter version, which is already a remake. So already this remake versus original is just all types of wrong right now. We're gonna pit it against the 2011 prequel. Basically, not a remake. This is like remake versus prequel, basically. Right, so quickly, the plot of John Carpenter's version follows an American an American base in Antarctica. The movie opens with these two guys in a helicopter chasing a dog and trying to kill it, and they come across the base, and of course the Americans there have no idea what's going on. This Norwegian guy, they don't know what he's saying, and they just see him kind of like trying to attack this dog, and they kill him, and then, you know, bad things start to happen as they've let in the Thing. As opposed to our prequel from 2011, which is basically the story that leads up to the beginning of John Carpenter's version. So we're at the I think they're Norwegian. I think they're meant to be Norwegian. Their base. In the events that lead to John Carpenter's movie. All right, so first up, what I liked about these films. What I really like about these is the theme of like the fear of your neighbor, basically, that runs through both of these films, of course, as this thing can take on the form of any living organism. So it could be anyone, it could be anything, basically, and you have no idea, and it just quickly, you know, you just find out how quick you are to not trust your neighbors. A lot of times in horror movies, it's like humans versus a monster, you know, like we're pitted against something that's not human, so that binds us together as humans. We have to save the human race, that sort of thing. So I like how this kind of plays off of that, and now it's like, it's still technically like a monster, and then, you know, it's a thing, but it can take on the form of anyone, so the people you once trusted, you can't trust anymore. What I really liked about the 2011 version is it takes that same kind of feeling of not knowing your neighbor, not being able to trust, you know, your comrades, you know, your fellow human beings, not being able to trust them, but it takes like a more xenophobic turn, I think. This being a post 9/11 movie, I think that, you know, it's a little bit appropriate for that theme to be in a movie like this. As like I said, it's a foreign base they're going to. We do have some American characters in there, and of course they play off of that like tension throughout the movie as they start to mistrust each other. So what I didn't like about these two movies, John Carpenter's version, the ending left a little bit to be desired. I'm not going to say anything other than it's a very ambiguous ending, which was probably Carpenter's intention. We're probably meant to just imagine for ourselves what we think the outcome is going to be. I don't even know really what my opinion is on it. I don't know what to make of it or what I would imagine happens after the credits, you know? So it's just a little bit ambiguous, left a little bit to be desired. I would have liked just a smidge more closure, but I think it does kind of work in a sense that's like, it's mysterious. So as an audience, we're meant to like be unsure if we're like, we don't know if we're safe or not because we don't know what happens at the end. So it's like, is the thing defeated? Is it going to be stuck there in Antarctica? Will it eventually leave Antarctica and go to more populated areas and infect more people? I think that's the point. Just for my taste, I would have liked a little bit more closure. Very scary to think about though, not knowing what happens. Okay, so what I didn't like about 2011 version, the only real gripe I have about it is the CGI effects of the thing can't even hold a candle to Rob Bottin's work in John Carpenter's version. Seriously, his creations in that movie are, they're amazing. They're just amazing. And even given the technology that they had in 2011 to make this movie, it doesn't even compare, in my opinion, to the work in the 1982 version at all. It just sticks out too much for me. And I think not necessarily like the movie's fault in general. I think it's just when you watch it in comparison to John Carpenter's The Thing, it's just, you know, it's just not the same. So I'd have liked to see a little more practical effects in the 2011 version, a little less CGI. They could do some cool like morphing tricks with it, but it just, like I said. So that leads me into like what I liked best about each one. So obviously what I liked best in our what I liked best about John Carpenter's version is the makeup effects, the special effects. The Rob Bottin's work is amazing. I liked it much better than his stuff in The Howling. That stuff was good as well. I was so impressed by his work in that movie as well. And I read somewhere, I didn't fully look into it, so I don't know how accurate it is, but I read that he was only 22 when he was working on this movie, and that just makes me feel so inadequate as a person. Like that, when I read that, I was just floored. Like, amazing, amazing, amazing. The best thing I liked about our 2011 version is the fact that it's a prequel. I like that the ending flows seamlessly into the beginning of John Carpenter's version, and throughout the movie, if you've seen John Carpenter's version, they leave little clues like in their base. They point out things like, you know, the axe in the wall or the door or whatever, and Mary Elizabeth Winstead's character tells the character Carter to leave it because, you know, it's got like blood on it and stuff like that. And then like in the 1982 version, when Kurt Russell's character goes to investigate that base, they find the man with the slit throat and he's frozen. They find the axe in the door, you know, just left there in the door or the wall or whatever it was. So I like that they they dropped little hints. So it's nice if you've seen John Carpenter's version, then you can pick out those little Easter eggs, which is cool. Yeah, so overall, if I had to pick one movie for you guys to see, if you only could watch one of these, I would definitely recommend John Carpenter's The Thing. For sure. Story-wise, they're both really good. I can hear Daisy whining outside my door. Story-wise, they're both really good. I think I like the overall theme in both. I like that they're related. But the makeup effects in John Carpenter's are far superior to the CGI in 2011, in my opinion. So if you had to only watch one, watch John Carpenter's. Let me know which one is your favorite in the comment section down below. And until tomorrow, stay strange. Bye. Bye. Macy, stop whining. She's like crying outside my door. Oh, be sure to follow me on all of my social medias over here if you want. I'm also other places as well. Just search Nightmare Maven and you're sure to find me. You can also subscribe by clicking right down here.